Welcome to this month's members psychology video, and in today's video we're going to get stuck into how anxiety affects performance. In today's video I want to get into how anxiety really affects our performance on the golf course. You've heard me mention a lot of my psychology videos that you've got to try and free yourself up. Now, why do we get anxious? We get anxious because most of the time we're worried about where the golf shot is actually going to go. Now, first of all, let's try and get some perspective here. That is something that is not worth getting anxious about. Things that are worth getting anxious about in life are things like, very serious things like you might be losing your job or being diagnosed with some, terrible disease. They're things that are worth getting anxious about. It really isn't worth getting anxious about a golf shot. So give yourself some perspective, first of all. If you can get yourself where you don't care as much about where the ball goes, you will free yourself up when you're playing golf. So having said that, we need to just talk about, so to make sure that you understand the correlation between anxiety and stress on performance and skill. Because if we've got anxiety and stress here on my left, and we've got skill and performance here on our right. When anxiety goes up, skill and performance goes down. And similarly, when anxiety goes down and we free ourselves up, confidence and skill and performance goes up. There is a direct correlation between those things. So you've got to really try and tell yourself that if I'm going to perform to my very best, you really need to lower that anxiety to increase that skill. Let's talk about some things that anxiety also leads to in a very negative way. So I've got some notes here on my phone. So the first one is muscle tension. When you get anxious, you can feel your grip getting a bit tighter. Again, this takes away the natural flow of your swing. You've got to be relaxed over the golf ball. Focus deterioration. Increased anxiety can disrupt concentration, making it difficult to focus on the shot in front of you. Again, because you're getting preoccupied by how you're feeling, you're not focusing properly on the shot. Decision-making errors. Anxiety can cloud judgment and lead to poor decision-making on the course. That's definitely true. Overthinking. When anxious golfers often overanalyze their swing or shot selection, this leads to paralysis by analysis. So again, if you're thinking too much about what you're trying to do and not freeing yourself up, then it can lead to just taking away again that natural flow of your swing. I think that's the overriding thing here, is that any anxiousness is going to take away your natural flow and your natural freedom of playing golf, no matter what your handicap is. And fear of failure. Anxiety can create a fear of making mistakes and can lead to a defensive and reaction approach to the game. Again, you've got to make sure, as you've probably heard me say in a lot of my psychology videos, you can't go into a sort of defensive state of mind where you're just trying to stop yourself from making mistakes. You've got to get yourself through your process, execute your routine, have a clear visualization of the shot you're trying to hit, and then commit to it 100%. And then, as I've said, you just accept where the shot has gone, whether it's good or bad, and then go and do it all over again. But you need to do that with a free mind. You've got to go out there and try and play golf in a carefree way. You've almost got to get over the ball and tell yourself, I don't care where this ball goes. I'm really not bothered. And then just freely hit it, doing all the things that we previously talked about. And if you can get yourself into that state of mind, it's a far better state of mind to be in than to be in an anxious and stressful state of mind, which will always lead to a downfall and a deterioration in your performance. So that's it for this month's psychology video for members. I just want to finish this video again by saying thank you so much for subscribing to be a member. It is appreciated so much by me, and I will continue to bring you extra golf psychology videos on a monthly basis. I'm also looking to bring in some other people that are in the psychology world of golf to also get their opinions and their advice to you on the channel. Okay, that's it for this month's Golf Psychology Members video, and I will see you in the next video.